All right. So right now, um, things aren't really looking good for me. My check engine light is on. Um, a lot of stuff happened on Sunday that I hope can just during the course of the week things can just turn around. What I'm starting to learn about life is things can be up and then they can go down very, very rapidly. So if you didn't know this, I just got a new car. I'm driving a station wagon. That's what I found out it is. It's not an SUV. It's a station wagon. Well, a little something happened to me on Sunday. Well, Saturday. So, yeah, check engine light is on. I need to get the settlement money from Geico to get this thing checked out. I had two mechanics basically tell me they don't know what's going on. One can't get a reading on this. The other one did a reading and he said it was nothing. That's bullshit because the check engine light is on. Well, I am freaking out a little bit because this is where I'm at right now, and I need this car. So let me just tell you some things. Get to the point of the video. I I had a police officer save the day for me Saturday night. So let me tell you what happened. I'm driving. I'm on my way to my favorite city or town in New Jersey, which is Frenchtown. Population of 300 people. Demographics 98% .9 white, I guess, I don't know. And as I'm trying to, you know, drive to my favorite part of New Jersey, right outside of Milford, New Jersey, this car literally just following me, and it's bothering me because the light, the high beams are literally in like reflecting off my left side mirror. So I'm trying to like, dude, just turn your high beams off, and I'm trying to shift over to the right some. So as I'm trying to do that, the next thing I know, I see freaking flashing sirens in my rear view mirror, and I'm like, oh damn, what happened? I knew I didn't stop at that stop sign all the way. I thought that's what it was because when he was following me, I barely stopped at the stop sign. So anyway, you know, he gets out of his car. I roll down the windows before he gets out of his car, turn the car off, and I'm like, "Good evening, officer. How are you?" I said it just like that too. And he said, "Hello, how's it going?" And he was like, "I'm fine. Just I know it's I knew it was the stop sign. I'm sorry. I'll take the ticket. Won't happen again." He's like, "No, I just need your license and your insurance. And is there anything I need to know about in the car?" And I was like, "Yeah, there's a gun in the car." And he was like, "But everything, I have this concealed carry permit. It's not loaded." And I just had to take it out because I went to Burger King, and it was these teenagers that were behind my car that were trying to order food. They looked like they're up to no good. So when I pulled over, I just put the gun in the passenger seat, just so I have to, just so I can have a peaceful state of mind. Well, the next thing he asked me to do, he didn't ask me to step out of the car, but he wanted me to give me his my information. I don't like reaching for anything. I just don't think that is very that's a good idea, and let me explain why. So, black people are a lot more likely to act a lot more aggressive and violent towards police. So, so he has like a peaceful state of mind. I thought it was a good idea if I stepped out of the car, put my hands on the door, and he grabbed my license and everything. I didn't even care that he reached over my soda, and my fries were all like, like reached over. I didn't really care about that. It's just I want to make sure that we both are calm during this whole transaction. So he grabs my gun, takes it, the license, the concealed carry permit. He ran it through the system. Everything came back fine because when he came back, I was in the car this time, had my hands on the wheel the whole time. I was a little freezing, and he's just like, everything checks out fine, but it's just one thing. I'm like, what's that? this car is not registered under your name. I'm like, what? What do you mean? And it's like, this car is registered. I guess the bank that loaned it to me, it's still under their name. And I'm telling myself, I paid, I took care of all this stuff last, like 2 Thursdays ago. That's it has to be some kind of mistake. So I'm just looking at it like, damn, what's going to happen next? Is he going to take the car? Am I going to go to jail? Because I know somebody that went to jail for not having insurance. Can you go to jail for not having the car registered? What's going to happen? So the biggest fear happens. He tells me that I have the authority to take this car away and tow it. And I'm like, damn. But then he said, but I'm not going to do that. And I'm telling myself, why? He said, well, you've been open and honest with me the whole time. You seem like a really nice guy. I want you to just hurry up home and get all your information together. And I'm just like, oh, thanks so much, man. And we shake hands. I drive off. And believe it or not, I ran into another cop just 5 minutes later. And so I don't have to talk to make my mouth more dry than what it already is. The same thing happens. They just let me go. And that right there tells you that if you are driving, no matter what race you are, but mainly black, if you just don't act like a dick and an asshole, and you don't talk to people like you talk to people when you buy food from the grocery store, or you're talking to people on the phone about a bill that you didn't pay for like 6 months, if you just talk to people with respect and you're open and honest with them, I'm pretty sure they'll cut you some slack. I'm not saying it'll happen all the time. I'm not saying just, forget your license all the time, and if you act like a nice person, they'll just let you off with a warning. No. I'm telling you that if you are not talking so angry and look angry, and you're asking all these questions like, why I gotta do that, and what you gotta have my license for. If you just act like a human being, a civilized person, talk like a civilized person, I'm pretty sure they will act like a civilized person. When you act like a monkey and you act like a degenerate, they have to treat you like one. That's why I see videos of people on the ground. That's never happened to me. My own brother had a situation like that where I was told that the police, they pulled him out of the car, and they searched the car for drugs, and they ripped a hole in his pants. I don't know if that happened or not, but I haven't spoken to my brother in years. But when I did talk to him, just the way he would talk and the way he would, get mad a lot of times, I have to sometimes say to myself, damn, maybe he did something for all that to happen. Because how come it's not happening to me? How come I never had a police officer do that to me? And yes, when I didn't have a car, I was stopped on the street, and they always let me go. Always. It's how you talk to people, how you conduct yourself. But no, I guess what sells today, what sells and what's popular to believe is police are just killing people left and right, mainly black men. Well, how about we look at this also? Look at the crime. You can't have this narrative being painted that police are just killing black men, and then when you hear who robbed the bank down the store, who robbed the bank down the street, or who just killed the little white girl that was riding her bike minding her business, and you see a black face on the mugshot, you gotta sometimes question, like, and this is kind of why we're on your ass a lot. The moral of the story, hopefully I didn't lose you. Respect people, talk with people with respect, and sometimes, not always, they will cut you some slack.